Is job hopping really a red flag today? What's the one thing candidates often do wrong in interviews? And with AI changing the recruitment game, do basic interview skills still count? Hi all, welcome to Let's Hear It From, powered by My Job Factory. I am your host Ajay Alankar, and this is the podcast wherein we are really going to get candid with top industry leaders, HR heads, and CEOs who are working very hard to shape and reshape today's dynamic work environment. Joining with us today is someone who is a powerhouse in the HR world. Hariharan Subramanian is the HR head at Iris Group and winner of HR Leader of the Year 2024. With over 18 years of experience, Hariharanji has shaped HR strategies across industries, mastering the art of people management, talent acquisition, employee engagement, and policy design. Known for his ability to blend business acumen with a deep understanding of human capital, he has been instrumental in building high performance teams and thriving workplace cultures. So, viewers, if you are a job seeker planning to make your next career move or an employee working very hard to build successful teams, this is the podcast for you. So, without wasting a single second, let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Let's hear it from Hariharan Subramanian. Hariharanji, we are thrilled to have you here today. Welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot, Ajay. It's a pleasure every time when such opportunities come, right? It also helps me
Right.
to think deeper and then see what best I can give back to the society. So, it's a pleasure, it's an honor. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks once again. I come with this. I come straight to the first question. Hariharanji, when you see a resume, now there are two questions I have clubbed in one question. It is a very basic question. When you see a resume, one, what immediately grabs your attention, and what's an instant red flag?
uh, Immediate attention is the skills, especially how it matches with the JD, because skills plays a very important role. Sometimes we ask for specific tools. Sometimes we ask for specific technology background that they are. Because I'm coming from an IT background, so I'm giving relevance based on that. Plus, also what kind of organizations they worked. What is a big red flag is basically job hopping. How stable they in their career? Have they really invested in their career? And if we see like people moving within very short span of time, that gives an alarm. It is not a blocker, but yes, it's a red flag.
Great. I mean, if any of the job seekers are listening, this is one very important feedback for you. But then, Hariharanji, just stretching, going forward with this, with this question only. So, what are the top three qualities you look for when hiring, but beyond technical skills?
See, one is a culture fit because see, I personally believe when I'm hiring people, right? Um, I don't select or reject people, or I don't have any rights to go and tell them that they are good or bad. Who am I to do that? Yeah. They are there in the industry for some reason and they are doing really well. Probably they are looking for the next opportunity as a growth. What I do is only a fitment. What I want versus what they are. Sometimes they will be, really higher than what we expect also. So that is also a reason why sometimes we might not be able to choose people. And, so culture fit is very important because, we have a system and we have a institution, an organization that is running. So we want people who will be able to gel well with people, and people relationship is very important. So when we talk to them about their attitude towards career, how serious are they, especially if they are coming with some experience, and what is their eagerness towards learning. Coming from a product development company, innovation plays a very important role. So we need people who can learn faster. We need people who are ready to invest time and effort on learning. And how eager are they? Plus, we also look at their flexibility. In the sense, business is very dynamic, right? Very dynamic, very uncertain. We don't know what is it in store for each one of us in the market. Having said that, are they really ready to partner with the organization and be part of our journey? Or are they coming here just to take things from the organization, probably not much to give back? right? So we need people who are ready to be with us, not just on the growth side, but even if the organization, worst case scenario, touch it, but worst case scenario, if it goes on a deeper side, then this person should ready to sail through that with the
Right.
company. So those are the things I would say that we look for.
Very important points you have actually shared. Uh, Moving on to the next question very quickly. I'm The next question is basically on job gaps. Due to many reasons, maybe genuine reasons or maybe ingenuine reasons also. Few years ago, job gap was definitely a taboo. Now it is not. But even after having said this, how can someone who has been unemployed for a while, how would you help them to best frame their story during interviews?
First of all, it should not be a story, it should be genuine. The
Oh,
reason is that, how genuine and how transparent are they going to be? I think that helps us and gives a confidence.
okay.
And we don't look at it as a job gap anymore. We are only looking at it as a career break. If that career break is a very conscious decision taken by them, it could be personal reason, health reason, or they don't like the profile, they want to move to another thing. I think organizations are okay with it. Especially for women, we do even have exclusive recruitment drives
Hmm.
targeting or want to support people who are coming back to career after a break.
Wow.
So, what is more important is that one is their actual reason why they've taken a break. On the other side, are they really keen about a career or they just want to try it out? So, for that, primary thing is like how much have they done homework during this time? Even some passive learning, upgrading their skills, preparing themselves for the market. Are they reading about it? Slowly, passively, they are preparing themselves so that the gap between where they left versus where they are taking up, are they able to bridge that gap as much as possible? They can't be like ready made. There will be a gap, but are they really ready to bridge that gap? If that happens, I
Right.
think that's a big, big yes. And that way, it gives us a confidence that fine, then this person is going to take this opportunity serious.
So very well answered. Hariharan sir, I am a recruitment myself. My job factor is also into recruitment. We meet a lot of job seekers, not only freshers, mid-level, and even senior people also. And this one problem I have mostly observed in freshers and mid-career job seekers, they have got a lot of misunderstanding about the hiring processes. You have got over 18 years of experience in the HR sector. So what's that one thing job seekers still misunderstand about the hiring process, and how would you, like to clear this myth?
Okay, some places, if you see, it differs, sir. Actually,
Okay.
there is no one method that we follow. For example, if you go for a recruitment for a fresher, the selection process is predominantly based on how trainable they are, because how much ever certifications they've done or skills they have, courses they've done, all that, we need to train them. So do they have that ability to learn things and are they trainable? So those kind of things so that's why we have an aptitude test or a technical test and then put them through 2 rounds of interview. Whereas when we come to mid-level, today market is changing, candidates' expectations are also increasing. So sometimes even we finish the entire recruitment process in one meeting. We have all the stakeholders. There will be a screening at a recruiter level for sure. But once they have done it, sometimes it could be even just one round of interview where I have two panels in it, and then both of them do the meeting, and then they decide across the table or they decide after the interview. Maximum, otherwise, it will be instead of one round, it could be 2 rounds. But beyond that, things have changed. I don't think many organizations are having more than 2 rounds. It's very rare. Probably for some senior leadership hiring, we do because meeting multiple stakeholders is a need for them. But for mid-level, I think mostly it ends with 2 rounds of interview.
Great.
And I'm not including the HR discussion because HR discussion is more towards salary negotiation or
Right.
that stage. But the actual hiring, mostly it ends with about 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Great. If any job seeker listening and looking for minimum number of rounds, this is good news for you. Sir, you just mentioned about learnability, flexibility, adaptability, and even cultural fitment, at Iris Group. But then, going ahead, what roles do values and mindset play when hiring for cultural fit at Iris Group?
So not just for Iris, but Iris, I can take it as an example because Iris is uh, it's a 45-year-old company, sir. But at the same time, one side we have the legacy, but being a product development company, the other side we also have a very agile mindset. So we want people who are ready to be part of this agile mindset, right? Who are ready to do things faster. And also, it's a very matrix organization. So, culturally, when you look at it, are they really open to understand the culture of the other side of the world? Because they might have colleagues from Europe or US or, any part of the world. Are they really open to understand that culture and then work with them in sync? And the third thing that we look at is, are they having interest towards change and innovation? That's a big culture fit in the sense when they are working on something simultaneously, they should be ready to try something new, bring new, because without innovation, product development will not happen. So, that mindset is very important. So that's what I mean as a culture fit because people might be working from a hybrid working. Some of our employees in India are working full time from home, so they need to be a self starter. So they can't every time wait for somebody to acknowledge their work. Instead, if there is a process, is this person a process person who will be able to follow, okay, step by step and deliver what is it without any supervision, without even expecting somebody to micromanage. Instead, they can be on their own and deliver what is expected out of them. So that is what I meant as a culture fit, at least for Iris.
Right. What an insightful answer. Quickly moving on to the next question. My question is on basically industry switching, because I get a lot of candidates who are not only averse to switching industries, but then there are quite a few problems they might face when they switch industries. So what's your advice, from switching industries? Would you like to give when to make this leap smoother?
Industry switch, you mean,
Yes.
what do you exactly mean?
Maybe he is switching from an hardware industry to software industry. It's not for technical roles. It may be for technical or non-technical also. So somebody who is switching industries, say from life insurance to general insurance, from non-IT to IT, from education to uh, software industry.
Uh, we are not actually hiring people industry specific. I think gone old days, where only if they are coming with a domain expertise and the role is domain specific, then there might be a restriction. For example, if the person is working for a manufacturing setup and the role is for an IT industry, if that person is coming, it could be sales role or it could be even any role for the support function, or this person is working on the IT for manufacturing and we are hiring that person for a product development. It Whether he has that relevant skill, whether he has that relevant domain knowledge. If not, it will not work out. As I said, it's only a fitment, right? We don't have tick boxes saying that, okay, no from this industry, no from this. No,
Right.
I don't think. It was there sometime back where they want only people from that industry. If you see that way, I've worked with different organizations. Each one of them are specialized in their own things. And I've switched industries. I've worked with IT services. I've moved to product development and come back to IT services. So, these kind of switch, I don't think companies are really restricting themselves to identify a person, unless and otherwise the role demands that domain expertise.
Great, great. Sir, I quickly move on to the next question. My next question is for job seekers who are looking to build relationships with hiring managers or hiring heads. Maybe if somebody wants to build a relation with say you, HR head of Iris Group. So how can he start building relationship with various HR heads without being pushy?
First of all, we are not aliens or animals from any other world where it is very hard to build a relationship as such. People do take that effort. Sometimes people do reach out to us when they meet us in some conferences and all that. But to be very honest, how much is that going to really,
Right.
create that edge over in seeking an opportunity? I really don't know. But where it helps is that probably some mentoring, or when they, probably some relevant, references here and there in terms of, okay, this I've spoken to this person, looks like this person might be suitable here. Would you like to consider?
Mhm.
Because for us, we also have a line of ethics that runs in our entire process, right? So, end of the day, are we creating a process which is very fair, transparent, and an equal opportunity? So, having said that, I think it is not very difficult, but um, it is not going to create a magic for
Mm.
them to get a job as such. People do reach out to us, people do ask, and I'm a person who always go back and tell them that if it is relevant, then I would say that yes, please share your profile, I can check. Else, I even be open and tell them that no, this is not your skill set versus what we are looking for is not suitable at this point of time. So that instead of creating high hopes, it's better that you can be open and sometimes even blunt.
Right. It actually, will not waste his time also. So, sir, with this, I come to the last question, last but not the least. My last question is on Iris Group as a whole. So, what does Iris Group do differently to retain and grow talent? How can a potential employee align his vision with Iris Group?
So Iris is a very simple organization, first of all. It's not, there is no hierarchy as such where you have to work only this level and you have to report into only this. No, we are a skill-based driven organization, and we strongly believe in tapping talent internally. So we though we don't formally say it, but we believe that you need to promote first and hire next. So whenever there are leadership opportunities that are coming up, can we identify our people within the organization and give them? So we run various programs for our top talent or our high potentials, and then we have leadership development programs within across the globe so that people will learn cross culturally and people will learn from their mentors within. So that helps them to feel that, okay, these are the opportunities that are there in store for me. And this could be the potential opportunity even for future. So we also assess them based on their skill set and see where are their strengths and see whether we can leverage them, right? Probably, fortunately, we are at a size now where most of them we know by name, most of them we connect with them personally. Probably when we are also getting into that race of 15,000 employees, 20,000 employees, we might not have that cushion. For now, yes, it is working out really well. And I think historically they've been doing, because I'm here only for the last 2.5 years. But this organization is known for that kind of an approach. And even because I head their HR for India, and there is a global leadership team whom I work with. So, you feel that you have the space and you have an accountability. And if you are a person who has that accountability, then there is no micromanagement. You are having that space to create things and then experiment things and try it out. End of the day, is it going to be beneficial for the organization and also for the people whom you work with? That's the whole idea.
Great, great. So, although this was the last question, last but not the least, there is a surprise element called rapid fire. So, I am coming to the first question of the rapid fire. Sir, what's
Okay.
your HR superpower? Reading resumes or reading faces?
Uh, I would say reading resumes, sir, because that is more important, and that's a document that they show.
Right.
So, I don't believe in reading faces.
Fair enough. Whom would you hire? Candidate personas or job seekers?
Candidate, sorry.
Candidate personas or job seekers?
Job seekers, obviously, because they
Okay,
have an intention to join. So that intention is very important as a starting point. So job seekers.
great. One career advice you received in your life that actually worked.
Um, when I made a very important decision, probably I can't give it in one word,
Mhm.
but I can give a small sentence. So when I made an important decision after three big organizations that I worked with, my mentor told me that, it's a conscious decision you need to take whether you want to be part of a brand or you want to be a brand.
Oh,
So, I think that helped me to take that decision, and I don't regret it.
great. If HR had a superhero name, what would it be?
Talent architect.
Oh, wow. And last question of this episode, if you weren't in HR, what would you be doing today?
I really don't know, sir, to be very honest.
You are an
But
HR.
I love doing what I'm doing. Probably I would have been a radio jockey or a
Right.
news reader, because something to do with voice, tone, all that has always been fascinating for me. So probably I would have chosen one of those.
You, yes, you have a sharp voice. I can very well make out from this Zoom meeting. So, sir and viewers, with this, last question of this rapid fire, we come to the end of this episode. I would have wanted to continue with this discussion for a long time, but then I understand the time constraint. A big thank you to Hariharan ji for having such an insightful and a real world hiring experiences a conversation. So, viewers, at My Job Factory, we believe that job hunting should not be like shooting an arrow in the dark. It is much more beyond just pressing the apply button. It should be about finding the right workplace, a workplace that aligns with your personality, a workplace that aligns with your career goals, aspirations, and values. And that is why we have built Mito Factory, that basically connects candidate personas with dream workplaces. So, and coming back to you, Hariharanji, as a part of thank you, we are offering you 3 free job postings to Iris Group, wherein you can showcase your company culture through photos and videos. You can put into practice various employer branding ideas. You can promote your employee value proposition along with detailed job descriptions in order to attract top talent and build engaged teams. So, viewers, if you are a job seeker, please log on to myjobfactory.com now, wherein you'll see that we have turned simple job listings into real workplace stories. The job you might be dreaming for might just be there. And if you're a CEO or an HR head wanting to share your hiring story, your company's philosophy, please get in touch with us. We would be more than happy to feature you on this podcast. So, viewers, bye for now. Please take care and please do not forget to press the subscribe button and stay updated.